Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please like, it helps the algorithm. Please subscribe, share, and I love to read your comments. So, we have Thomas Markle taking a trip from Rosarito, Mexico, all the way up to Montecito. Okay, he drove from Mexico 240 miles or 400 kilometers, and so he's got to cross the border. If he crosses the border at the wrong time, he could be stuck at the border for hours. Okay, this jog from San Diego up to LA, if you try to go any time from Thursday 6 p.m. South or north from San Diego to LA, Thursday to Sunday, you can't do it. You have to go on an off time to get there. Okay, so that's 240 kilometers, 120, 240, that's 4 hours plus. So it's 6 hours, probably 6 hours, you know, with delays, 6 to 8 hours one way for him to do this. That is a long, long drive. What do you think the chance is? So, Oprah Winfrey lives 1 mile from Meghan Markle in Montecito. What do you think the chances are that Thomas Markle went up to the gate of Meghan and Harry's palatial mansion there and sat outside in his car? And how much do you think time do you think he spent thinking about his daughter and his grandson? Okay, and the new baby that's coming. So previously, Mr. Markle, he was, Meghan went after him to eviscerate him, to completely destroy him. This is a faked paparazzi. He set up some paparazzi before the wedding. Then he was under so much stress, he had a heart attack and couldn't come. He was actually in the hospital. And she was just down on him, down on him, down on him. I think it's very interesting to see how Mr. Markle is coming back. He's starting to win now, okay? And Thomas Markle is asking for an interview with Oprah Winfrey. Now, these journalists are supposed to be objective. They're supposed to say both sides. It would be so appropriate for Oprah Winfrey to interview Thomas Markle to give the other side. So I'm really hoping that he gets an interview. I think Piers Morgan interviewed him briefly, and look at what happened to Piers Morgan. Now, in other news, Thomas Markle is talking about suing the 5 anonymous friends. Okay, the names of those people have been sealed. The case was given summary judgment in favor of Meghan. Crazy, and the judge who did this became a lord. So that's not weird. That's not dirty. And one more thing, Sharon Osbourne has quit The View. She was defending Piers Morgan. Now, I want you to understand how this really works. So on a talk show, one side will be con, one side will be pro. Sharon Osbourne was pro Piers Morgan, so it was her job to defend him. Plus, she worked for several years as a judge on America's Got Talent with Piers Morgan, so they have a personal friendship. So she was the natural person. But cancel culture has gotten so extreme, blaming and cancel culture, that you can't even she can't even defend Piers Morgan as a friend. It's weird. It's weird. So let's look at some of these things. Will Oprah Winfrey interview Thomas Markle? I would like to see someone very high level give Thomas Markle a real, good, solid voice. And we see Samantha cropping up a lot more. Her book didn't even make a splash. I'm not hearing anything about her book. It's gotten some very bad reviews. It's got a lot of hate on it. 50% 1-star review, 5-star reviews, and 50% 1-star reviews. It's love or hate with Samantha Markle, and nobody's talking about that. And she took like 3 years to get that book out. I think she should not write any more books. I don't know. She just doesn't seem to have the knack for it. So will Oprah interview Thomas Markle? Because he went and personally delivered the letter to her house. She should be tempted, unless she's really biased, which I think she's really biased in favor of Meghan Markle and her wokeness. Ooh, there's the devil. What do we have here? But in today's society, in the current society, just in the recent 10 years or so, the media has become really, really biased. I mean, they are spinning everything, and it's not good. It's very bad. Media is not objective anymore. So what do we have? We have Cross, which is very solid, Olive Tree, and Fox. So 2 very solid cards, 13 and 12, 25, 7 hearts, to 2 sevens, a 6, and a... So she's really she's really assessing the situation. She's really, really assessing the family situation. She's looking at it very skeptically, like a business person. That's good. And that's kind of objective, you know. People need to want to see this interview. It needs to raise Oprah's star as well. She can't be wasting her time spending a whole day interviewing. And she still has another 90 minutes of Oprah still has another 90 minutes of the interview with Meghan and Harry that is not aired. And there might be some real pearls in there. Okay, so Angel, the child, Key, so the child or good intentions, and the Key, so yes, very important, strength, connected to the family, very deeply rooted and strong, Devil and hand in hand. So Devil and hand in hand, this is the people just being kind of, this is all the narratives floating around. How much does this add to? 22, 36, 9 spades. We have a no, 9 spades, no. I think it's not popular. I think, you know, like I said, the media spins. Oprah is clearly on the side of wokeness and Meghan. And for Harry to survive as someone married to Meghan, he also has to be incredibly woke. Or Harry needs to put his big boy pants on and lead, and Meghan needs to follow Harry, which is not happening. Harry's following Meghan. So I think this interview will not happen because that's just not Oprah's brand at this point. Okay, she is looking at it very objectively, and that's good. She's a very smart lady. She doesn't get to be a billionaire by being a dummy. And even people who are just manipulators, and I don't think Oprah is just a manipulator, but even people who are just manipulators and get to the top that way, they have a certain kind of intelligence that mustn't be ignored. So I think she does see value in this, but it's just not her brand. And she does see, hopefully someone else will give him a full-length interview. Let's just ask, is someone else going to give Thomas Markle a full-length interview this year in 2021? Is someone else going to give Thomas a full-length interview in 2021? Message. Opportunity. Do I see, another famous person? Like Piers could do this. Piers gave him a very brief interview, just like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes on his show, which was very powerful. That's not nothing. So Mercury, electronic communication, 4-leaf clover, opportunities, so 13, 14, mustard seed, message in electronic, opportunity to give the message, out to the world. 4 diamonds, very solid, looks very favorable. The situation the relationship with the mother, Megan, is broken, and the way forward. 9 and 12, 21, 6 hearts, karmic relationship. This looks very favorable for Piers getting a nice full-length interview. I'm sorry, for Thomas getting a nice full-length interview. Now, another big topic is Thomas is thinking of suing the 5 anonymous friends. This is a master stroke. I would love to see this. So, because it exposes the names of the 5 anonymous friends, because those are legal documents. The legal documents will be filed with the court. You can get the names of the people, and then the media can really start digging in and seeing, well, who are these 5 anonymous friends? It's Meghan, it's Rachel Meghan, it's Rachel Meghan Markle, it's that the guy from what's her good friend's name? He's dated, he's either bi or gay, and he Marcus Anderson, and he dated Omid Scobie, who is now the chief rah-rah cheerleader for Meghan. So will Thomas sue the 5 anonymous friends? I think this is a master stroke. He does. I hope he does it. Thomas. Ooh, 5 anonymous friends. Look at that. Will Thomas sue the 5 anonymous friends? Well, up here we've got doing this makes a huge change in a disaster. 12. Doing this really is a disaster for those people. It changes everything before. So it drags them out of hiding. Great. Putting these relationships, the home relationship, Thomas with Meghan and Harry, it's exposing it to the whole world. Butterfly. Over here we have Thomas, close personal relationship, Jacob's Ladder, moving forward, and Cornerstone. Very solid, very red. 9, 11, 3 clubs, talking and suing. Yeah, this is very solid for Thomas, and I think it's going forward. 5 anonymous friends, hamster wheel. They can be far away, or this can take a long time. Renews this long-term thing, and everything works together to renew this long journey. 18, 21, 6 hearts. This is looking very positive. I think Thomas will sue them, and it's going to be a disaster for Meghan's side. So the tide is really turning for Thomas. You know, he was the bad guy for a long time, and people said just the most horrible things, and they were making death threats against Thomas. Did Thomas drive by Meghan's mansion and sit outside? I mean, just the emotional content of this is crazy. The father driving the whole day. He's not well. It takes him the whole day to drive up there. It's kind of a big deal. And then he goes. He's not allowed to see his grandson. He's not allowed to see his daughter. He's not allowed to talk to, it's terrible. It's terrible. So did he go and sit outside Meghan's mansion in Montecito that day? Father, the man, outside influence. Do we see him sitting outside? Okay. Underneath, we have actions, very emotional about the family, player and reacting, the players reacting to underneath, and very emotional. Okay, so 20, 31 plus 8, 39, 10 clubs, the long journey. It's not clear. It's not clear. Obviously, he's very emotional. That's kind of what I'm looking for, and I wanted to see actions associated with that. Finger of God, outside events, the man outside events, and he's a stranger. 15, 28, 7 spades. He felt he needed to stay hidden. He's very emotional about it. I mean, it's all symbolic, what you do. I don't see him sitting outside. I don't think he sat outside. One more. Does Thomas believe that something is wrong with Archie? Because when people act really weird, you know, at some point you just have to say to yourself, it's not me, it's them. Okay, so Meghan and Harry just act so weird. Does Thomas believe that there's actually something wrong with Archie? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Does Thomas believe something wrong with Archie? More than one thing, problems, and it's official. 10, 19, 5, 5, 5, 5. He believes there's definitely something up. He believes there's several problems. What's hiding in the underground? Straight razor, scapegoat, which is illness, and illness. 2 illness cards, illness, and a problem. 12, 13, 4 heart. The illness is in the family. He believes it's several things. There might be something wrong with Archie. He's not concluded that there's something wrong with Archie, but there's a lot wrong going on here. There's a whole bunch of problems here. And, you know, it's very easy for Thomas to believe that it's him, that Meghan is really upset with him about something because she's cut him off. And so, you know, just like abusing a child, being mean to a child, spanking the child, you know, just being mean to the child is automatically going to think there's something wrong with the child, that it's their fault. And that's pretty common. That's how we're raised. Okay, let's review. Will Oprah interview Thomas? She actually wants to. She really sees the value in this, but no, this is just not her brand. This adds 9 spades, and no, I don't see her doing this. Will someone grant Thomas a full-length interview? This is number 2. So very positive. This is a great opportunity to expose this. Somebody's going to give him a full-length interview, and I think that would be great. Yeah, he needs to get the word out. Like I said, Samantha's being very vocal now, and that's good because the opportunity's there for her to speak out more and more. So the more Samantha speaks out, the more Thomas will have a chance to speak out. But Thomas is the much bigger fish than Samantha. He's the aggrieved party. Will Thomas sue the 5 anonymous friends? It looks like yes. And it's going to really blow the lid off of this. And that's great. That's how you deal with Meghan. You have to use force with Meghan. Otherwise, you're going to get nowhere. Number 4. Did he drive by Meghan's mansion? He's very upset about it. I don't see him doing that. It might have even been a good idea for him to make a scene and get arrested at Meghan's mansion because that makes him a bigger victim. But that would be too much. I would hate to see him get arrested, but I mean, if you're going to make a scene, you know, he's going to make a scene. Does Thomas feel that there's, you know, it's not him, it's Meghan, or something is wrong with Archie? He feels it's a bunch of things. He's not sure, but illness, 2 illness cards showed up. So I think he's leaning towards illness, but he doesn't know what it is because everything is so top secret. And that's very important. I mean, if these people who do these terrible things, they have to really shut down the information. That's why the 5 anonymous friends are hidden. So that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Many thanks, folks. See